So we're going to get started in a minute. I'll just give everyone a few more seconds to join in. So shoes and AFOs on if you use these. And the first thing we will do will be some walking. So if you use tripod sticks, then you might want to walk with these, or otherwise you might have parallel bars, or you can walk with support from your mum and dad, okay? So just shoes and AFOs on and some space to walk for the first thing. How are you all doing? Are you all back to your school activities now? I hope you all had a really nice Easter. And I don't know if you noticed anything different about Bea here. She's now wearing a superhero cape. Because she wants to join in like all of you guys and be a superhero. Okay, so first thing, when we've got our shoes on, we're going to all be going on a bear hunt to find this super scary bear. I am terrified of bears, so that's why I'm not doing it today. I've got Bea doing it for me. So if we do find a bear on this bear hunt, just don't scream, okay? Because I'm going to get really scared. So don't scream and just look after me, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we've got to some long grass, and this grass is so long, it's all the way up to here, and we definitely can't go over it. It's too high, and we definitely cannot go around it because it covers the length of the whole room. So wherever you are, maybe it's your kitchen or your living room, there is long grass all over the whole kitchen, and we can't go around it. Can we go under long grass? Can we dig a hole and go under it? I don't think so, so I think we're going to have to go through it, okay? So we're going to do some walking through this long, tickly long grass, and because we don't like the tickling, we're going to see if we can bring our legs up really high, okay? So we're going to do some walking. We want to be quiet, because we don't know what is going to be around in this long grass, okay? So quiet stepping, no stamping, and we're going to lift our knees nice and high as we can, and see if we can do a heel-toe gait pattern, okay? Now, if all of this is a little bit tricky, that's fine. You just concentrate on one thing. Maybe that's just bringing your knees up high, or maybe that's just walking with your sticks, or with your K-walker, that's fine, okay? If mum and dad, if you're helping your children, try to hold them from the hip support, okay? And we're gonna be walking through this long grass, so maybe we'll start at one end of your room, whether that's your living room. Okay, we're gonna do some steps, so remember, nice and quiet. We don't wanna wake up anything that's scary in this long grass. And we're going to do some high knees, so bring that knee as high as you can and step down with heel toe, okay? So all together, one leg up and heel toe, and squeeze that bottom in and stand up nice and tall. So try not to bend forward, and we're going to lift up the other leg and heel toe. Bring that knee up nice and tall, get away from that tickly grass. And the other leg, high knee and heel, toe. Has anyone seen anything yet? Anyone seen any bears? I hope not, because I'm really scared. And the other leg, high knee and heel, toe. Remember, be nice and quiet. And bring the other leg forwards. Up nice and tall, and heel, toe, and keep going everyone. Do 3 more steps, okay? And I'm just going to have a read of some of these. Hello Aurora, nice to have you with us. And hello to Erin. And you're wondering what breed of rabbit we have. Our rabbits are both mini lops. And hello Louise, first time joining, I hope you enjoy it. Hello Bukola, hello Amelie, hi. Hello Joshua, and I think we've got an Erin and Olivia watching us today. Hello Erin and Olivia. Okay, right, so now we've walked all the way through this long grass. We're going to stop and see if we can have a look for any bears, okay? So we're going to have our knees, our feet at shoulder width apart, and we're going to squeeze our bottom in and squeeze our thighs in to straighten those legs. Stand up as tall as we can, and mum and dad, see if you can reduce that support a little bit, standing up nice and tall for 10 seconds while we just have a really sneakily look around, see if we can see a bear. Okay, so all together we're going to stand for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everyone. I can't see any bears. Can you see any? I hope not, because I'm really scared of bears. Okay, now we're going to do another 10 steps back, okay? So remember, lift those knees nice and high, get away from that long grass. Mum and dad, you might need to help your child shift their weight away from the foot that they are stepping through. Okay, so we're going to lift up one leg, nice and high knee and heel toe. And remember to be really quiet, we don't want to wake up any bears. And the other leg, knee nice and high, heel toe. And the other one, nice and high, heel toe. Keep going, really good job, everyone. This is hard work. Heel toe and heel toe. And we're going to do another 5, so lift that knee up nice and tall. Heel toe, remember, really quiet, no stamping. Squeeze that bottom in, stand up nice and tall. 1, 2, keep your balance. 3, 4, and the last one, we're nearly there. And 5. Okay, now sit down and have a rest. You've all done a really good job, that's great. Now while you're sitting and resting, I'm just going to explain the next task. Okay, so now we've been through all of that long grass without seeing any bear, thank goodness, because I'm terrified. And now we've got to a river, and the river again is just as big as our room. Wherever you are, the whole floor is a river, and we can't go under it. We definitely can't go over it because there's no bridge, and we can't go around it because it's too big. So that means we have to go through it. Who's good at swimming? I'm so bad at swimming. So B is going to do this for us. We're going to keep our shoes and AFOs on, which might make it a little bit tricky, but because you're all superheroes, you can do it. And we need our shoes and AFOs on for all of the next ones. So we are going to lie on our tummy. If you usually use a wedge, then you can lie on the wedge. And if you normally use a wedge and you don't have it, or it's at school, then you can stack up a wedge with cushions. For a super challenge, then you can do it with no cushions and on the floor, okay? So we're going to be lying on our tummies, and don't do it together yet, I'm just going to show you. Now we are going to be lifting one arm up at a time, so we're going to bring our head up off the floor, and we're going to swim with one arm, and then we're going to swap arms and swim with the other one, okay? So we're going to lift that arm up and push the water out the way and bring it back and put it on the floor again. And then we're going to bring the other one up, and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades back together, push the water out the way and put it back down again. Now those of you who want a super challenge, then you're going to bring both arms up off the floor at the same time, and you're going to bring them around and together, okay? So we're going to go up with two arms together, push the water out the way, squeeze those shoulder blades in. Mum and dad, you can have your hand on the back so that you can see, encourage your child to squeeze their shoulder blades together, and then we're going to bring our arms back down again, okay? So B is going to do it with one arm at a time. However you do it is fantastic. So everyone lying on the floor on our tummies. I'm going to give you some time to do that. And B's wearing her lovely superhero cape. Okay, so we're going to do some swimming through this river. And I think we're going to be safe in the river because I don't think bears go in the river, do they? Do bears swim? I hope not, because I'll be really scared. Okay, so we're all on our tummy. And remember, you can use cushions or a wedge. And we're all going to do some swimming. So we're going to do one arm forwards above our heads, squeeze our shoulder blades in and back round, okay? And remember, super challenge, you're doing both at the same time. So one arm forwards above your head, squeeze the water out the way, back round to the side and onto the floor. Well done. And the other arm forwards and round and to the floor again. And now the other arm, remember, squeeze those shoulder blades in. This is a really good exercise for your core and your posture and your back. And swap arms, and the other one, push that water out the way, squeeze that shoulder blade in and bring it down again. And the other one, we're going to push that water out the way, squeeze your back together and down again. Are we there yet? I don't think so. I think we've got a little while to go. I think we're about halfway through the river. So well done, excellent job. We've got a few more swims to go and then we're there. So you're going to bring up one arm, squeeze that shoulder blade in, push the water and bring it back down again. And the other one, forwards above your head, squeeze that shoulder blade and down. And the other one, so keep going, keep swimming everyone. Excellent work. Hello Olivia and Erin, are you doing good swimming? And hello Kyla, nice to have you with us Kyla. Hello Charlotte, oh I'm glad you found a bear, brilliant, we need that bear. And hello Oliver and Becky, nice to have you with us again. Right, how's everyone's swimming going? Oh, I'm looking at the river and we are so nearly there, so close. We've got 2 more swims to go, okay? So we're going to come forward with one arm, squeeze that shoulder blade, bring that water out the way and down again. And last one, excellent job. Squeeze that shoulder blade, push the water and down. Well done everyone, and we're there. Fantastic work. Okay, have a rest and I'm going to tell you what is coming next, but maybe you can just come up into sitting so that you're ready for the next one. And we can get the cushions out of the way. Oh, I'm so glad we didn't see any bears in the river either. Okay, the next one we're going to do is we've come across some mud. Now, I hope there's no bears in the mud. If there are, then maybe they'll be stuck so they can't get us. Okay, so in your room, wherever you are, the whole room is thick, squelchy, yucky mud. Okay? We can't go under it because there's no tunnels, there's no subway, there's no tube. We can't go over it because we can't climb up the trees and there's no bridge. And we can't go around it because it's so big, it's bigger than the size of our room. So that means we have to go through it. We have to go through the mud. So what we're going to do is some more walking, okay? And so we're going to keep our shoes on and we're going to walk the length of our room and we might get stuck in the mud, okay? So we're just going to do some normal quiet walking. So you can either have your tripod sticks or you can use parallel bars if you have any, or mum and dad helping you, and maybe we'll get stuck. If we get stuck, then I'm going to tell you, okay? And hello Ansh, hi Ansh, nice to have you with us again, I hope you're good. Okay, so we are going to walk all the way across the length of our room. So starting at one end of the room, and remember we've got to be really, really quiet. I hope there's no bears. So you're going to stand all the way at one end, and mum and dad try to support your child at the hips if you can. For a super challenge, you might want to support your child just holding their hands or holding one hand, and make sure you hold their hands at waist height so that your child can lean through and engage their core, okay? So all together, we are going to do 10 steps across this mud, okay? And listen out because I might shout stuck and we might get stuck in the mud. Hopefully not, okay? So you're going to lift up one leg and go heel toe, squelch, oh what horrible mud, heel toe, remember quiet, no stamping, heel toe, and squeeze that bottom in, squeeze those knees in, and heel toe, stuck, oh no, we are stuck, So wherever you are, stop in that position because we're stuck in this horrible, horrible mud. Okay, so holding onto your tripod sticks, and we're going to hold it in this position. See if you can do as much of it by yourself as we can, and we have to hold it for 10 seconds, okay? Because our friend is coming to get us out of the mud, but it's going to take her a little bit of time, okay? So we're going to hold it here, squeeze that bottom in and squeeze those knees in, trying to hold yourself up as much as you can. Going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, your friend's helping, you're nearly out, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're out. Well done, everyone. And we're going to do another step. Oh, I'm glad we got out of that mud. I was a bit scared then. What if the bear came when we were stuck in the mud? Keep going, and heel, toe. Remember, nice and quiet. We don't want to wake up the bear. And again, heel, toe, and keep going. Heel, toe, stop. Oh no, we're stuck again. Okay, our friend has come to help us out, but it's going to take her 10 seconds. So wherever you are, you might have one foot in front of the other. We're going to squeeze your bottom in, stay up nice and tall. We don't want that mud to swallow us up, okay? So staying up tall, squeezing our bottom together, and we're going to hold it there for 10, 9, squeeze those knees in, hold yourself up nice and straight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Excellent work, everyone. Keep going. And another step. Well done. Really good job. Another step. And last one. One more step. Heel, toe, and stuck. Oh no, we're stuck again. Okay, hold it there. Last bit. Someone is coming to help us. So we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're out of the mud and we're safe. Okay, so sit down and have a rest. Well done, everyone. Excellent work. That was super tricky, but we are all safe. Oh, thank goodness for that. Okay, so you can all have a rest while I tell you what we're going to do next. So we've now come to a forest. After getting through all of this mud, we've come to a big, thick, dark, scary forest. And the forest is full of so many trees, and they cover the whole of whatever room you're in is now a forest, okay? So we have got some trees here. This is going to be a tree in our forest. And we've got another one here. Don't worry if you don't have any trees, we are just pretending that we're in the forest. And what you will need for this one is your cups. So we're just going to put your cups along where you're walking to step over. And these are going to be our stones and our twigs. And what other obstacles might we find in the forest? Maybe some toadstools. All of these things that we're going to have to step over in the forest. Okay, so have a little rest. Again, while I just explain, we're going to stand at one end of your room and we're going to do some more stepping through the forest. So mum and dad either helping at hips or holding hands down nice and low at waist height. And we are going to do stepping through the forest again, nice and quietly, because I think there could well be a bear in this forest. And then when we get to your cups, then we're going to step over the cups, okay? So all together, we're going to be standing at one end. Okay? And when you're ready, we're going to stand up, nice and tall. Lots of walking today, but you're all doing very, very, very good job. And this is the last walk, okay? So if you've got really tired legs, then don't worry, we are nearly finished with the walking. Okay, so we're going to do some quiet stepping all together. So mum and dad, you might need to just help shift weight to the opposite side with the pelvis or the hips, and we're going to put one foot forward, heel, toe, and the other one, heel, toe. And when you come to an object like we've come towards, you want to do this really, really slowly, okay? You're going to wait until you get your balance. There's no rush here. Really slowly. Make sure you're standing up nice and tall. You've got your balance. You're not falling over. And then mum and dad, we're going to help shift weight to the opposite foot, which we're staying standing on. We're going to squeeze our bottom and our knees in, especially on that leg which is staying there. And then really, really slowly, we're going to lift the other leg up, high knee and over your stone or your pebble or your twig and through the forest, and bring the other leg and then stand still. Well done. And keep on walking. One foot and the other foot, and keep going. Remember, nice and quietly, heel, toe. Okay, now we've got to another obstacle here. So when you're at an obstacle, you're going to go really slowly, get your balance, feet nice and wide apart, squeeze that bottom in, squeeze that knee in, make sure you're really standing nice and strong, and then we're going to stand on one leg and bring the other one up and step over it and down. And it doesn't matter if you knock it over, we just knocked one over, but that's okay. We're in the forest and everything is everywhere. And we're going to do some more heel toe, so remember, nice and quiet, no stamping. Definitely don't want to wake up whatever is in there. That's it, heel toe, heel toe. Good work, everyone. And we've got to one more object. Okay, so if you've got any more, then we're going to do this all together now, okay? So we're just going to step over one more twig. So all together, we're going to squeeze our bottom in, stand up nice and tall, and we're going to shift our weight to our leg that's standing still, and then we're going to really slowly, when you've got your balance, lift up that leg and slowly step over it, okay? And then we're going to bring our other leg round, and we're going to do 3 more steps through the forest. We're very nearly at the end of the forest now. And 2 and 3, and sit down and have a rest. Well done. Excellent work. Really good job, everyone. Okay, so for the next thing, you can all have a rest while I just explain. We don't need our cups anymore, so we can get rid of them. And we're out of the forest. Well done, we made it safely with no bear. Well done, everyone. Have a little rest. And I think we're very, very, very near the bear now. And the next thing we have got to is a snowstorm. So there's snow flying everywhere, and it's really, really super windy. Okay, and we just need to make sure that we don't get blown over. So for this next one, you're going to use your therapy bench with a wobble cushion on top, if you normally use those things, or you can use a gym ball if you normally use a gym ball to sit on, or you can sit on the end of a peanut ball if you have a peanut ball, or you can use just a regular therapy bench or a regular dining chair, or you can use a sofa or cushions stacked up, or a stool. So there's lots and lots of things you can use, but basically you want to be sitting at 90-90 with feet flat on the floor on something which is a little bit wobbly for a wobbly snowstorm, okay? So you can use a bench with a cushion on it, or you can use a dining chair with a cushion on top. A cushion does a similar thing to a wobble cushion. It makes it a little bit wobbly. We are going to use our gym ball, okay? Now, I'm just going to do a little bit of talking while you all get into the right position. So if you can all now sit on whatever it is you're going to sit on. And make sure our feet with our shoes on are nice and flat on the floor and wide apart, so hip width apart and toes pointing slightly outwards, and this will help us be super stable for this wibbly wobbly windy sandstorm. Okay, and then we're going to be sitting up nice and tall, Okay, so we're going to be squeezing those tummy muscles in to sit up really nice and tall. We want to be super strong. We don't want to get blown over. Okay? And mum and dad, you might need to just help at the hips, especially if you're on something super wobbly like a gym ball. Give you all a little bit of time. Okay, now I'm just explaining what to do while I give you time to get in the right position, and we are going to be doing some moving around in the wind with our trunk. Okay, so we want to keep our hips still, our thighs are going to be still, and we're going to move just from our trunk. We're going to go left and right and left and right, okay, with our trunk. We're blowing all through the wind, so hopefully everyone is sitting in the right position now. So feet flat on the floor, feet hip width apart, toes outwards a little bit, especially if you're on something really wobbly, and mum and dad helping at the hips. And all together, the wind is blowing through the snowstorm, okay, and we're going to move from our trunk right and left and right and left, okay, so keeping our thighs and our hips nice and still, and we're going to move all the way. It's a really strong wind, so moving to the right and the left. Oh, windy, and make sure you stay on, don't get blown off. That would be really dangerous, so keep staying on, stay on the ball. And if you can just move a little bit sideways, if it's a little bit tricky for you, that's absolutely fine. If you really want a super challenge, you can see if you can reach all the way to the floor. Whatever is best for you is fantastic. And all together, we're going to do 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done, we're safe. We've all made it so far through the sun, through the snowstorm, and we've got a little bit longer to go, and now the wind is blowing us forwards and backwards, okay? So this time again, we're going to keep our hips and our thighs nice and still, and we're going to go backwards a little bit because the wind is blowing us backwards, and then we're going to squeeze our tummy together, and come forwards and lift ourselves up to safety. Okay, so I'll just show you that one more time. We're going to just lean backwards a little bit, not enough so you fall over, and then squeeze your tummy in and bring yourself forwards, and up into safety. Okay, so all together, we're just going to lean back a little bit on your seat and squeeze those tummy muscles in and come up. Well done, everyone. Excellent work. We're safe. And we're going to come back off your gym ball and squeeze your tummy muscles in and forwards. Well done. Oh, we've been blown all over the place. And the wind's coming back again. It's blowing us back. And squeeze your tummy muscles in and forwards. Well done. And again. And we're coming back again and squeeze those tummy muscles in and forwards. Well done. We've got 3 more to go. So the wind is blowing us back again, all the way back, and squeeze your tummy muscles in. And we're back to safety. And 2 more. You're doing an amazing job. This is super hard work. And the wind is blowing us back again, and squeeze your tummy muscles in and forwards. Well done. And last one, and this is a really super strong gust of wind. So we're going to blow back and we're going to hold it for 5, okay? So ready, the wind is blowing us back, it's blowing us back. 5, 4, hold it, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze your tummy muscle in and come back up to safety. Well done, excellent job, that's so hard. Really good job, and relax, okay? So just rest while I tell you what we're going to do next. So the next thing we're going to do while you're resting is we're going to come up onto our high knees. So we got through the snowstorm, thank goodness, but now we have come to the cave. So we've come to a cave, and I think the bear is definitely in this cave, which is really scary. Okay, so I might need you all to just help look after me a little bit. Now, to get through this cave, it's really, really low down, so we're going to have to go on our knees, okay? So we're going to come on our knees, we're going to do high knees, and we're going to walk through the cave on our knees and see if we can find the bear, okay? Now, with our hands, we're going to see if we can lift them up like this so that we can look to either side for the scary bear, okay? So we're going to go on our knees, and again we are going to keep our shoes and AFOs on, which will make it a little bit tricky, but I'm sure you can all do it because you're superheroes, because we need our shoes on for the next exercise, okay? So after this one, we've only got one more, okay, for those of you who are tired, because this is a tricky session today. Okay, so when you're ready, and again, no need to do it yet, just have another rest, because I'm sure you're all super tired. So when we're ready, we are going to come onto our high knees. So keep resting, I'm just showing you. And we're going to see if we can bring our arms up while we are walking on our knees. Now, if this is a little bit tricky, you can just bring one arm up and hold onto mum and dad's hand with the other side, or furniture, or anything that you need, okay? We're going to squeeze our bottom in, and we're going to do some walking on our knees. Now remember, this is going to be really, really heavy walking because you've got your shoes and your AFOs on. And for all of us who are on this bear hunt, we're going to be carrying heavy things as well because we've got our backpacks filled with equipment, okay? So I'm sure you can manage it. So when you're ready, all together now, we're going to come onto our high knees and come through this cave, okay? So all together, we're on our knees, and we are going to do 5 steps on our knees with our really, really heavy backpacks or AFOs and shoes. And if you can, we're going to bring up your hand and have a look around while we're doing it. For a super challenge, you're going to do this with 2 hands. So both hands up here and looking around for the bear, or you can hold on to mum or dad or a sofa or some furniture, okay? So all together, up on our knees, squeezing our bottom in, coming up nice and tall, okay? And we're going to do 5. So you're going to bring one knee through the cave and having a look around for that bear. And 2 steps, well done everyone. And 3, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. And 4, and 5. And sit down, have a rest. Oh, do you know what? We found the bear. We found the bear in his cave, and he's sitting, and he looks a bit like a friendly bear. He's got a smile on his face, and he's saying hello. So well done everyone for finding the bear, and I don't think I need to be scared after all. Thank goodness. Okay, so we have found the scary bear. Everyone have a little rest. Just sit on the floor and have a rest for a minute while I tell you what we're going to do next. Now this bear is really, really friendly, and he also looks a bit hungry as well. So because he looks so friendly, we are going to invite him round for dinner. We're going to eat a snack with the bear. He's not going to eat us, that's not going to be his snack. We're all going to eat a snack together while we finish off with some stretches, okay? So if you use a roll or a peanut ball to straddle sit on, then you're going to use one of these, okay? If you have a therapy bench, you can use that long ways and sit with your legs over each side of it. If your bench is narrow enough and if your child's big enough, you don't want to stretch your child's legs out too far. It might be a little bit uncomfortable. Otherwise, you're going to use some cushions stacked on top of each other, and we're going to have a stretch that way. Okay, so we're going to keep our shoes and AFOs on, and then we're going to come onto the roll or whatever you're going to straddle sit on. And again, just keep having a rest, because I'm sure you've all worked very, very hard, but I'm just going to explain what we're doing next. So we are going to sit on the roll with our legs either side and our feet flat on the floor, and see if we can sit up nice and tall, okay? Now when your child is on the bench or the roll, you just want to make sure that they're getting a nice hip stretch. Okay, so we don't want knees together with feet out to the side like this. We actually want to bring those knees apart for a stretch, and then have them either side of the roll or the bench. And just remember that these muscles here, the hip adductors, can be a little bit sensitive, so we're going to do everything really, really slowly, and we're not going to push through any resistance. It might be that you have to start off in more of this position, which is absolutely fine, and then as we've warmed up and done a little bit of the stretches, you might then be able to just slowly bring your legs a little bit further either side of the roll. Okay? So when we're all ready from a sitting position, all together now, we're going to come up from sitting and onto the bench. If you have a bear, you can bring this with you as well. Okay, so you're going to sit on the bench or the roll or the peanut ball, legs either side. And the first thing we're going to do is when you've got your hip stretch, okay, so remember you might need to start off like this, that's fine. And we are just going to do some leaning to each side to get a little bit more of a hip stretch, okay? Now our bear, we're going to pretend that we have snacks on the floor, so we're going to pick them up and give them to this hungry and super friendly bear, okay? So we're going to think about what snacks you might have. What snacks are we going to have? I think the first thing we're going to give our bear is an apple. What have you decided to give your bears? Maybe you can think of your favourite food, and we are going to keep our thighs and our legs nice and still, and we're going to reach as far as we can to the floor to one side, okay? And this is going to give us a stretch from the hip, and we're going to do hand to the same side of the floor, okay? So you're going to see if you can reach as far as you can. If you can't get to the floor, that's fine. You can take an apple off of a shelf a little bit higher, or whatever food you're getting. So all together, thighs still, and we're going to reach all the way as far as you can, and you're going to pick up that snack. Very good. And you're going to put it here for the bear. Well done. Oh, and the bear's eaten it already. He's very, very hungry. Okay, now we're going to do the same to the other side. So keeping our thighs still, we're going to reach all the way as far as you can and come back up and put that on the therapy bench there. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, and he's eaten that one already. Super hungry bear. Okay, now this time we're going to reach all the way, and it's a little bit hard to get this one, okay? It's hidden on the shelf or on the floor or wherever you're reaching. So we're going to hold it while we find it and then come back up again. So keeping your thighs nice and still, we're going to bend all together and hold it there, and we're rummaging around for that food. I can't find it. Keep going, hold it for 3, 2, 1, and back up again. Well done, good job. Okay, and he's still hungry. Wow, he wants even more food. Okay, so we're going to reach to the other side. So thighs nice and still, and we're going to bend that trunk all the way and reach, and we can't find it again, so hold it. Keep looking, where is it? Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. Well done, excellent job. Oh, and he's eaten that one already again. Okay, so now that we've done a little bit of a hip stretch, we're just going to see if we can bring those hips around a little bit further to the edge of the roll or the therapy bench, okay? So you should be able to get a little bit more of a stretch now on those hips. And this time we're going to be reaching forwards for some food on the side in front of our foot. And we're going to make it a bit more challenging, and we're going to reach with one hand to our opposite side for the food, okay? And we're going to hold it for 5. So when we're ready, we're going to bring our left hand up, and we're going to come down and see what we can find and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Well done. Good job, and put it on there. And oh, he's eaten it already. We brought a cherry pie up that time. He ate it in one mouthful. Okay, so this time we're going to do the same to the other side. So we're going to bring our right hand up, and all together we are going to reach to the floor on our left side and reach as far as you can. Doesn't matter if you can't get to the floor, and we're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. Well done, good job. Okay, so you might be able to get your hips even a little bit further apart now, and we're also going to stretch our hamstrings at the same time. So we're going to straighten out one leg, just our right leg, and put our heel on the floor, and make sure that you keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling, okay? So not in the middle like this, and not out to the side like that. We're going to have our knees straight, our toe up towards the ceiling, okay? Now we've got really heavy shoes on, so our toe is not going to point to the ceiling. Right, so this time we're going to reach as far as we can towards that foot. And we're going to have a look at what food we've got down there. If you can get to your knee, that's great. That's amazing. If you want a super challenge, you can get a little bit further. And we're going to hold it for 5, okay? So all together we're going to reach. So same hand and same foot. We're going to reach forward and we're going to hold it for 5, 4, see what food we can find, 3, 2, 1, and back up and put it on the table. Oh, he's eaten it already. He's so hungry. Wow, we need to get him even more food, and all the food is running out now, so we're going to have a long look to see what we can find. So we're going to keep that right leg out nice and straight, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and we're going to hold it for 10, and this time we're going to reach with both hands. Okay, so both hands all the way down as far as you can, hold it wherever you can, and we're going to hold it there for 10, 9, 8, while we're looking for some food, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Well done everyone, excellent job. And we're going to bring that leg back up with your foot flat on the floor. Good work everyone. Nearly finished. Okay, we're just going to stretch out our left hamstring. So the same again, we're going to bring out our leg nice and straight, and make sure you squeeze that knee in so it's nice and straight, and have your foot up pointing towards the ceiling, not in and not falling out. Okay, so toe up towards the ceiling, and we're going to see what food we can find on this side because it's all gone on the other side. We're going to reach forward, and one hand, so just one hand reaching forward as far as you can, and hold it. Have a look around for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up again. And what food have you got this time? We've got some fish and chips. We're going to put it on the table, and oh, he's eaten it all already. Right, now this is the bear's last bit of food that we're going to get him, so maybe you can get a nice big dessert. Have a think about what food he might like. Last one, and it might take us a little while to find it because all the food is gone. So we're going to hold it for 10 seconds, okay, and this time 2 hands. We're going to go down your leg all together, reach as far as you can, and hold it for 10, 9, have a look around, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. Well done, and feet flat, and you can come off and have a rest. Well done everyone, excellent work. And I think we've got a very happy bear. He loved his dessert, a nice friendly bear, and we can take him back to our homes. I hope you all enjoyed our bear hunt today. That was fantastic work everyone, excellent job. I think we've got a little someone who wants to say hello, and well done. Hello Deagle, nice to have you with us. And we've got little Obi here. He wants to say well done to everyone. He says well done, good job. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's a little bit sleepy, but he thinks you all did such an amazing job, and so do I. Well done, everyone. It was so nice to have you with us, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.